I couldn't find the right words to describe how I felt when Joni broke the news to me about the text he was sending you and how pleased you were. I felt like I needed time to process it all. Is this some kind of text message? The sexual content is something I would rather not discuss with you, so I will refrain from doing so in this text. Is this some kind of text message? We had a sexual conversation. However, I keep it a secret. Personally, I do not tell anyone about this. We had a sexual conversation. I need to find a different place to do it. But he never touched me sexually. Never once did he say anything inappropriate. Our first sexual encounter occurred after we were married. Permit me to complete this. Although controversy is nothing new to the Christian media industry, few scandals have jolted the community to the extent that the accusations leveled against Daystar television network president Joni Lamb have. People are wondering if Joni Lamb and Daystar will make it through this storm after hearing rumors of financial mismanagement and questionable connections, which have now turned into a full-blown disaster. In an audio clip that has lately surfaced, Joni Lamb vehemently denies having any type of premarital connection with her husband Doug Weiss, a Christian sex therapist. The widely disseminated audio recording reflects Joni's effort to address one of the most common misconceptions regarding her personal life. Their relationship's timeline has baffled many, but she insists they didn't start dating until after they were officially divorced. Doug Weiss and Joni Lamb finalized their divorce in November 2021, less than 5 months after Joni's husband Marcus Lamb passed away. For many, the sudden transition from grief to a new relationship is disturbing, if not suspicious. Some have argued that the closeness of these events proves an emotional connection between them, even though no physical link existed between them in the past. In spite of Joni's staunch denial, suspicions have persisted, especially as more details regarding Doug Weiss's past have surfaced. The tragic death of Marcus Lamb in 2021 crushed Joni's heart and rippled through the Daystar community. A personal and professional void has been created by the sudden passing of Marcus, who was a towering figure in Christian media. When Daystar was first started, Marcus and Joni were both involved. While grieving her own loss, Joni, now a widow, found herself thrust into the spotlight as the sole leader of a worldwide ministry. It was during this delicate moment that Doug Weiss first appeared. Some see the relationship as opportunistic, especially considering Doug's dubious past, while others think Joni was simply seeking solace and company during a difficult time in her life. The timeline of their relationship has taken center stage in the controversy, and many are asking whether Joni was emotionally ready to move on so quickly in light of everything that had happened. A big point of contention is that Doug Weiss and his wife of over 30 years are no longer married. The fact that he petitioned for a divorce so soon after Marcus Lamb's death has led to accusations of emotional manipulation. Rumor has it that Doug saw Joni's time of mourning as a chance to step in and help her, taking advantage of her vulnerability to connect with her, according to those in the know. A lot of people think Doug should have been more aware of the ethical ramifications of his actions given his reputation as a Christian counselor. Being a Christian counselor, Doug is further implicated in these accusations. Many have pointed to Doug's troubled marriages and subsequent divorce as further proof of his bad character. Many are worried about the moral consequences of this situation because of his history and the date of his connection with Joni. This has not only affected Joni's family greatly, but it has also garnered public attention at large. Rumor has it that her kids are dead set against her being involved with Doug Weiss, and they say they have their suspicions about his intentions. It is not surprising that Joni's children, who were deeply affected by their father's death, are fiercely protective of their mother and the legacy that Daystar left behind. Their skepticism of Doug's intentions has caused the problem to become even more complicated. Some have speculated that Doug's relationship with Joni is driven more by career or personal advances than by true devotion. This family split shows the human cost that the scandal has had on these people, which has increased the public's interest in the subject. The matter at hand encompasses both Joni's private life and the commercial endeavors of Daystar Television. Those who oppose Joni have uncovered accusations of financial mismanagement on her part and have accused her and her family of frivolously spending donor funds on themselves. Among the most damning claims is that a private jet was bought with a public-private partnership loan meant to help businesses weather the COVID-19 pandemic. Among the many opulent vacations that the Lamb family allegedly took advantage of the plane for was a flight to Florida. Many of Daystar's donors have voiced their disapproval in reaction to these accusations, since they gave money to the organization with the hope that it would be used for ministry activities. Assuming the claims are true, the misappropriation of funds represents a serious betrayal of confidence and calls into question the honesty of Daystar's management. Things went downhill quickly afterward, according to rumors that one of the family members acted inappropriately. Relative faces allegations of making inappropriate jokes and being in a child's room under suspicious circumstances, according to reports. According to reports, Joni disregarded the criticisms when confronted with them, stating that her actions were excused by her unique sense of humor. In light of her stance, Joni has taken a lot of heat, with many people claiming that she is too loyal to her family to worry about the welfare of others. Her credibility has taken a further hit because of the incident, and people are questioning her leadership abilities as a result. According to former employees and whistleblowers who have spoken out, Daystar has been accused of extortion, spying, and cover-ups. According to a former member of the group's staff, private investigators were brought in to monitor and persecute individuals who dared to criticize the group. Someone else has said that Daystar is trying to silence its critics by threatening legal action and launching defamation campaigns. The institution in question seems to be more worried about protecting its image than fixing legitimate problems, according to these complaints. To many, this stands in stark contrast to the Christian principles professed by Daystar. The public's perception of Joni Lamb and Daystar Television have both taken a major hit as a result of these incidents taken together. A lot of Christians used to think Daystar was great because of how honest and faithful they were, but now they see them with suspicion. The situation has been made worse by the lack of transparency and responsibility, which has made viewers and donors doubt the nonprofit's reliability. The lack of direct confrontation between Joni and the charges has further eroded confidence. There is widespread demand that she step down, or at the absolute least, permit an unbiased investigation. The number of demands for an impartial investigation into Daystar's financial operations and leadership practices has grown in tandem with the severity of the problem. Opponents contend that an impartial and thorough audit is necessary to restore trust in the organization. They think that a proper investigation would either clear Joni and Daystar of any wrongdoing or bring them to justice. However, many have interpreted Joni's reluctance to cooperate as an admission of guilt, and her refusal to allow an inquiry has simply served to fuel suspicion. More far-reaching effects of the crisis surrounding Joni Lamb and Daystar Television have been felt by Christian media generally. That ministries relying on donor funds must be more transparent and accountable is highlighted by this. Further, the incident has sparked a larger conversation regarding Christian leaders' ethical responsibilities and the value of maintaining integrity in all aspects of life. The controversy is what sparked this discussion. A lot of people have taken this scandal as a cautionary tale about the dangers of abuse within religious groups and unchecked power. The accusations leveled against Joni Lamb and Daystar Television pose a formidable obstacle, transcending the scope of any individual or institutional scandal. The fact that they are causes a trust crisis. Many millions of people have found hope and inspiration in Daystar over the years. The recent problems, however, have eroded this trust and caused many to doubt the network's and the organization's leadership's honesty and reliability. The fate of Daystar's trust in Joni Lamb and her ability to restore her reputation is still up in the air. But it's also crystal clear that honesty, taking ownership, and really living up to the principles that Daystar says it supports are essential on the road to redemption. Meanwhile, the scandal is a shocking reminder of how important it is for religious leaders and those in positions of power to maintain their integrity.